Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. I guess it would be a welcome since this is actually my second video ever. My name is Felita and this is Budgeting with the Millings. Today we will be budgeting for our second paycheck of December. This will be my first attempt at completing a zero-based budget. I'm a little scared, but I'm also excited. If this sounds like something that you would be interested in, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and posting a comment below. Thanks. So, if you're here, thank you. First, ahead and get into our budget. This week on this video, I'm going to be doing the family budget. If you watched my first video, which I'm sure you probably did, and it was a horrible video. I don't even like thinking about it, let alone watching it myself. But anyway, if you watch my first video, which I'll still post or link down below, I explained to you how I set up our accounts as far as doing a personal budget as well as doing a family budget. So this will be the family budget. We are paid bi-weekly, my husband and I. We both take a portion of our income and we put it into a family account. And from that account, I pay all of our what we consider household expenses. So anyway, this budget will be for our paycheck that we will receive on 11/17/21. I hope you guys can see that. Let me see if I can make that a little bit more. I hope you can see it. I'll just kind of try to talk through it as I'm writing it, and then that way hopefully. Okay, so the first thing that we'll start off with is, I'm sorry, I'm right-handed, so I kind of slant my paper a little bit, is my husband's income, and he will put in 1,000, and I will put in 900, and we do have a rollover of 1,000. So that's giving us a starting income of 2,900. And we typically, as far as our income, I'm on salary. My husband, he's not on salary, but these amounts are just automatically deducted from our primary account and switched over to this account. So even though I have it here as budgeted, that's really what's going to be put into the account. So for bills, we have our mortgage, and of course it's due on the 1st. And I probably won't be listing the dates that these are due because, like I said, we get paid bi-weekly, and I typically pay half of our monthly bills out of our first paycheck, and then I pay the other half out of the second paycheck. So regardless of whether we owe something or not, I'm constantly paying that amount. So it's just like a set amount for us. So that's also our actual amount. And then we have power, which is $145, and we will be paying $145. We have our life insurance, and that is $80, and we'll be paying $80. We have Spectrum, which is $78, and we will be paying $78. If you watched my first video, you probably saw I had like 78.10. I typically don't stuff change in any of my envelopes, so I'm just not going to even add it in here. I'll just start rounding up on those. Then we have Spire, which is our gas bill, and that's $78 as well. We'll be paying $78. We have ADT, which is our security. We'll be paying $33 for that. And storage, which is actually my oldest daughter, Kiara. She's 25. She's moving out, and she has a storage unit, but it's in my name, so I make sure that it's paid when it's due. And she typically just cash apps me the money whenever her pay cycle hits. So the total for the bills is $14.60. So then as far as our cash envelopes, what I typically, or what I'm doing, or trying to see if this is going to work, is make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here, is grocery. And that we typically budget $150 bi-weekly, and I take $150 out. We added a new expense on our last pay cycle, which is medical. My youngest daughter, she got braces, and the monthly cost is $165, so I'm budgeting $75. I went ahead and paid our January payment, so the $75 that I am budgeting for now will actually be covering the part of the February payment. So that amount, wait a minute, let's see. And I have my calculator here, so I'm just kind of adding this up. The 150 plus the, sorry about that, guys. The 150 plus the 75 is $225, so that's what we'll be paying. And for sinking funds, we are playing around with our sinking funds. I haven't for many months. We had just a set amount that we were paying, and I was distributing among different funds. But the reason that I'm even doing this YouTube channel is because my middle daughter, Morgan, she's 17. She'll be graduating in May of next year. She'll be going off to college, and I am trying to be more intentional with our money, with our, the money that we do have, so that we can start contributing to her college expenses. We paid for college for my oldest daughter, Kiara, and we intend to do the same thing for Morgan. But of course, when looking at our budget, I realized that we had let things get out of hand with what we were spending. So anyway, back to sinking funds. We have Wayne's, which is our pest control. We'll budget 11 and pay 11. Car tags, budget 34, and we will be paying 30. I'm sorry, I said 34, but I put 35 over there. So sorry, y'all, and I don't have my whiteout with me. And then we have HOA, which we will budget. I've budgeted for 15, and we'll be paying 15. And Christmas for 2022. That is $125. Speaking of Christmas, are you guys done Christmas shopping? We have what's today? The 15th. We have 10 days, y'all, until Christmas. Can y'all believe it? This year has flown by. I can't even believe it. So we have vacation, which budget 104, so we'll be stuffing 104. We have car maintenance, and we will be budgeting, well, I budgeted for 50, so I'll stuff 50. And then this is new, this cycle. Well, actually, I think I may have had it with our last billing cycle, our pay period, but tuition is new for us in general, and I know this amount will have to be adjusted, but we're budgeting for, we're budgeting $50. So I'm going to add this up. So, okay, that comes to $389. So we'll be stuffing $389. We are not putting anything into savings, and ironically enough, we don't have any. I say we don't have any joint debt, but his debt is my debt and my debt is his debt because we are married, a married couple. But I will not be entering anything here on the sheet for those two categories. But what I will do is, let's go through the numbers and just see where we are as far as the numbers. So we started out with income of $2,900, and we will be deducting $1,460. Whoop. I hit a plus because that number didn't look right. Let's see, 2,900 minus 1,460, and that will leave us with 1,440. Whoops. And then for the grocery and medical, once we deduct the $225 from the 1,440, that will give us $1,215. And then once we deduct the $1,015, I'm sorry, once we deduct the $389 from the $1,215, that will leave us with $826. So let's see, income was 2,900, bills was 1,460. I hope you guys can see this. Grocery was grocery and medical was 225, which will go into the cash envelopes, and then we had 389 in sinking funds. We didn't have anything for savings and anything for debt, so that would actually leave us with $826. However, let me just make sure we got this right. Let's see, 1,460, and okay, so one thing that I noticed, and I'm not sure if you guys noticed this or not, but this number is less than our rollover amount. So in all actuality, our numbers don't add up. Well, they add up in the sense that we're not in the red. Let me just adjust this just a tad bit. We're not in the red, but let's see what that difference is. 174. But in my mind, we're negative $174 because I always try to keep at least $1,000 in the family account, which I try to keep rolling over every month. Of course, this is going to be a conversation that I have with my husband about, you know, what we're going to do as far as our sinking funds. I mean, there are certain things on here we're just not going to change. So we will definitely, this is something that we will be discussing. Don't have much time because we get paid Friday. But, I mean, overall, I do think that, and I guess technically this is not a zero budget since this number is not zero. but because I want to have a rollover amount in the account, this is fine. But we do need to either contribute another $174 or take $174 away somewhere. So anyway, if you guys have any suggestions about anything that I've done today, as far as the numbers or maybe how I'm doing things, because like I said, this is my first time actually even trying or attempting to do a zero-based budget, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, I'm sure there's probably something that I didn't think of or maybe that I should be doing. But anyway, that's another reason why I'm here is because, you know, a lot of you guys have been doing this whole budgeting and cash stuffing a lot differently than I've been doing it in the past. And I would love to have your comments and your suggestions on maybe what I could be doing differently. Feel free to leave it below. I have pretty thick skin, so you can be honest. Um, so that is really all that I have for today. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you see where I can make changes, please leave that in the comment section below. Thank you to all that stayed to the end of this video, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.